Okay, so there's another thing at the sale barn. I didn't go there often. I probably was there, I'd say, a dozen times in my life. There's some people that used to go there every Monday. But I did steal a KRS-One CD. Did you guys ever get into any petty theft? Did you guys ever it's like kind of nab something here and there, get it turned into a little thief?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Go on.
Yeah, I mean, nobody watches this, right? Fucking, there was a little shop in my hometown in Arbutus, in scenic Arbutus, Maryland, that this old creepy guy opened up probably when I was like, I don't know, 12, 13, roughly. So I was like, just, I was a little scamp riding my bike around Arbutus, just hanging out between baseball games. And me and my homies would just go in there, and like we befriended this creepy old dude who I've leaned like 80% was probably a pedophile. And we should not have been hanging out in there by ourselves.
And the lovable old James.
He had a fucking nondescript back room. It was weird. So we never had money because we were kids and we were broke. We had like enough to get a soda at a 7-Eleven while riding our bike around for 8 hours on a 100-degree day. And we would just go in there, and it began with like keychains, which are fucking useless for a 12-year-old, pretty much. So like keychains, bottle openers, also useless. But he sold CDs, like that's what the store was, but you could never really, he clamped down on the good stuff. He wasn't letting you get CDs out, but we did end up getting out like a couple of cool blacklight posters, things of that nature, just fucking shit that goes in a teenage bedroom or that you fuck around with as a kid. And we did it until, I don't know, we got our licenses and started driving, and then never went there ever again because it was only on the bike route.
That's right.
So that was it.
The only thing I successfully stole, and I realized that it was one of those like pivotal moments in my life where like it was too easy, and I felt like if I ever did it again, then it would be like a life of crime. I stole a Metallica's "Wherever I May Roam" single from the little CD/tape store at Hartford Mall, which is now like the game store, like the EB Sport or EB Games store now. And this guy, one of my brother's friends, showed me how to do it. He said, "Here's what you do: you pick up 2 of them, and they were the cassettes, and you slide one down your sleeve while you're looking at the other one, and then you kind of just act like I'm not interested, and you put it back, and then you continue to shop." And I did it, and it worked. And then I remember we were on our one of our summer voyages down to South Carolina, and my parents were like, "Hey, that tape you bought with your allowance money, why don't we listen to it?" And I'm like sitting in the back, one, in shame because I've stolen this thing and my parents want to play it, and it's Metallica, and Metallica wasn't the thing you listen to with your parents in the car on a family vacation. So yeah, I just that was the one thing I actually stole. But I was also an accomplice in another shoplifting endeavor. We were on a school trip to Hershey Park. It was, the whole class, and then Buzz Green saw like this giant like tapestry, like this giant Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. It was the actual like the poster art, the prism with the light coming in and the rainbow coming out the other side. And it was almost, one of them was folded up like the American flag, like that big triangle. And somehow he was able to get it, pass it to me. I put it under my shirt, and he's like, "All right, man, let's go. They caught him, but he didn't have anything on him. And they took him, and all of us, like, "You're coming with us to your teacher." Meanwhile, I'm walking, I have it under my shirt. And so I chickened out, and as we were walking, like, pretended I was just throwing something away and just dumped it out of my shirt into the trash can. And then they never even suspected me, so we could have gotten away with it. But again, the whole life of crime thing.
Yeah.
I put it in the past.
I do remember we were at south of the border in South Carolina. You guys familiar?
Yep.
Yeah. And,
oh, yeah.
I think it was 6. Family trip down there. And there was one of those like super double bouncy balls, a rubberized ball that was like a baseball size that would bounce 15 times if you threw it down. It was underneath of the shelf that the other ones were on, so I thought it was trash. Just grabbed it and stuffed it in my pocket. And like a mile down the road, my dad's like, "Wait, did we pay for that?" It's like, "No, I took it." And he raised hell. He threatened to I'll turn this fucking car around. You go back and tell him what you did. I used to nab stuff occasionally at lunch, and I got caught. Some Arizona iced tea, some Nutty Buddies, some things like that. That a 15-year-old growing boy needs. I do remember though when a few friends of mine were into some deep thievery at local malls. Murr knows what I'm talking about. I went with them once and stole an Aeropostale shirt and ran out of the store and went down to like a newsstand and shoved my face into a newspaper or some sort of magazine, just like praying that no one saw me. And I was like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
Yeah, and the game those guys were into, man, I couldn't imagine. Like that guilt would just weigh over my soul forever. I mean, that's like one of those things. They're lucky they got caught.
Yeah. Well, that's another story for another day. They were into much deeper shit than nabbing a T-shirt from Aeropostale. I just happened to be there that day to get my feet wet, possibly into this whole thing. And I was like, I don't think I'm cut out for this, guys. Nope, not my. Nope.
Got another good one, but it's got to be off camera.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
That is a good one. I just remember, man, when we were in high school, like we had the the Perryville outlets down there, and I think like, I don't know, one of every 3 friends worked at one of the stores in that outlet mall, and like
it was a rite of passage.
Yeah, if you knew somebody that worked at the outlet mall, you probably still somewhere buried deep in your closet have something that was not paid for.
Oh, yeah. That's I figure I was going to tell you two people I know. One was Dewey. He said that he was cashing out and went to steal a lighter that was in one of those displays that all the bottom of the lighter sticks into. And you have to pull the lighter out. Well, he grabbed it and the whole thing came with it.
Yeah. I'm shocked. I'm shocked by this revelation.
Shook it off and the plastic fell and lighter scattered everywhere. And he's like, "Oh, I'll buy this." And then Slim used to. It was amazing. He would nab a 22-ounce High Life from 7-Eleven every time he went in there for food or whatever, late night grub.
Nah, that doesn't shock me.
7-Eleven's a real lax, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot.